was the night I was supposed to die. God Almighty, how do you know that? The night I accepted Christ, the Spirit of God showed me I was supposed to die the very night. And the place I was supposed to die, I had a girlfriend there I used to go to. And the Spirit of God showed me that. So I can tell anybody that God is a good God.
Amen.
And I'm not going to be, I'm going to try not to preach today. I'm going to just talk to you. The last time I preached here, I think the message was about fornication. The most popular sin in the church. Not only the church, but also in the world. And today I want to talk on the danger and destructive power of women combined with wine and fornication. Can you remember that? The danger and destructive power of women combined with wine and fornication. The destructive power of women. Woman is a very powerful being. Am I right? You can talk back to me today. Woman has been powerful and they can be very destructive. Some of them can be very good. God in his wisdom in the book of Genesis made woman to be the helpmeet for man. And if you notice carefully, God never gave the woman one instruction, not even one. Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right, church?
Yes, sir.
Every command of God was given to the man. And that is telling us that God made man to be the leader and to be also the teacher of his wife. Everything that Eve knew, he knew it from Adam. And Adam commanded his wife saying, God tell me to tell you that every tree in the garden you can eat, but we must not eat of a particular one. God talked to Adam. He said, of every tree you can eat, but of this tree of good and evil you should not eat of it. The Bible said, after a while, the devil presented himself. I don't know where Adam was, but the devil came to Eve and said, did God say you should not eat of this tree? Eve replied, yes, God did say we should not eat of that tree. The devil said, but God knows that the day you eat of it, you shall be like God. God said you should not. The devil said, God knows that if you eat of this tree, you shall be like God. And the Bible said when the woman saw the tree that it was good for food, she took and she eat. And she bring it and give to her husband. The husband did not ask any question. He just took it and he ate it. And from that sin, here we are today. As I said, we were never powerful. When you look at Genesis 3 and verse 6, the entire earth was plunged into darkness. Genesis 16 verse 2 and 3. God talked to Abraham and said, Abraham, walk before me and be thou perfect. And Abraham walked before God. And God looked at Abraham and said, bless him, I'm going to bless you. Multiplying, I'm going to multiply you. Just walk before me. Amen. Nevertheless, Abraham had a problem. He couldn't get children. And the Bible said, moreover, his wife was old and past the time of having children. And when Sarah saw that his wife, he looked at his husband and said, go and sleep with the maid. And Abraham had to obey his wife. The power, the destructive power. Which of us here today, having our wife, our husband, because you can't have children, you're going to send your husband to me. And after Sarah did that, Ishmael was born, and when Sarah looked and saw Ishmael exalting himself some kind of way, she said to her husband, get him out of here. I don't care if he's a son or not. He cannot be here. That's the same woman. The destructive power. In the book of Job, the devil afflicted Job. The Bible says he had sores from his head to his feet. And when Job's wife looked at him, she seems to not be able to bear or to take the situation of her husband. In spite of the man going through his pain and his sickness, he was still praising God. The wife looked at him and said, do you still maintain integrity? Curse God and die. But Job said, you speak like one of the foolish women. Shall we only receive good from God and not evil? And if you read through the Bible, every woman that stand up in place and talk before the husband is destruction. The Bible said he had married to Jezebel. And Naboth had a nice garden and he had wanted it. And the Bible said he went to Naboth and said, can I have your vineyard? I will buy it for you. Or I can give you a better one. And Naboth said, I get this inheritance from my father. I may now go sell it. I may now give it away. The Bible said the king went to him sad. When his wife come in, he said, Wham, Jimmy, look some. He said, a heart's neighbor for him garden. And he said, nah, sell it. And nah, give it away. She said, you know, king, anything you want, you can get. The Bible says she drew up a letter. And she sent it to the sons of Baal and said, all right, I want you to present Naboth in at the meeting and set him on the hand and say him blaspheme against God. And they did that and they stoned him to death. That's why it's important, men. The Bible never gives us our wife to rule over them by beating them and destroying them. But we ought to listen to reasonable and good conversation from our wives, lest they will lead us astray. Many of our men today are destroyed by the woman and by the wife. Many of them. We used to have a little saying, a shiny eyed girl is a trouble to a man. She want and she want and she want everything. We still have them today. Them see them neighbor with big house, you now work what they want it. Your neighbor have big bank account, you don't have no job what they want it. So women can be very destructive. That's why the word of God warned us. What is fornication? Fornication is a sexual sin out of marriage. And the Bible tells us that fornication is like the sin of idolatry. That means it's like a person that worships idols. We grow up and learn that this country, Jamaica, is a God-fearing country. But at least 90% or more of us was born in fornication. Or out of fornication. How can we be a godly nation and then we idolize fornication? How can we be a godly nation and the very thing that God hates, we idolize? That means something is wrong. And even today, we call it common law. It's an accepted way of life in a godly country. The word of God said, flee from fornication. Run from it. For every sin that a man doeth is of the body. But whosoever commit fornication sinneth against their own body. Know ye not that our bodies are the temple of God. So how can we take the temple of God and do just about anything with it? It's either we don't understand as a people or the nation what the word of God is saying. Procreation is the last thing in creation, but is the first thing in youth. As a young man today grow up in school, some of them even know him war, he start go school yet. But the first thing they want is a girlfriend. The last thing in creation, but the first in youth. And the Bible said fornication is a sin that driveth the youth away from the presence of God. The word of God says it's like a horse galloping toward a precipice. And it driveth you to destruction. And we can see it around us today. Many as fornication destroyed. For whether they be rich or poor, a king or a prophet, it doesn't matter. Fornication will destroy you. Solomon was the wisest man ever known upon this earth. He had wisdom that no other person had. Because when God asked him to tell him what he wants, he never asked for anything selfish. And because of that, God gave him wisdom above every other person. Yet Solomon in his wisdom ended up marrying 700 women. And he was not satisfied with 700 wives. He had 300 more which were concubines, which were called sweetheart. Now I kind of can't come to that pass a certain way. Wait, one man do with one toast. Eh? Yet still, the Bible said he was the wisest and the richest man ever. And even though he was such a wise man, God warned him against women. God said, look, let the strange women them alone. But Solomon, because he was wise, he thought he knew more than God. The Bible said in his old age, those same women turned his mind from God. And had it not been for God, it would have been hell. That's all fornication is. Fornication doesn't respect you because you're a pastor. It doesn't respect you because you're old. And many of the time you see women on the street, some of them you can't even listen to their conversation. Because the thing they talk about is not in my head, them still talk about it. The wasted they hear is running after young girls. And even though that they are old or they have a desire, they're still running after them. Fornication will destroy us. And it will lead us down to hell before the time. The sin of fornication separates us from God and bring it near to idols. There are some people that tell them about God and they can't have a boyfriend. They cannot have a girlfriend because they become idols to you. And you actually worship them. You're dying in sin. But you can't let go off of your idol. But because of the mercy of God, many of us are not consumed. In the word of God said in, I think it's Corinthians, Paul was admonishing Timothy. And Timothy had a stomach problem. And Paul said to Timothy, drink a little wine for your stomach's sake. Just a little wine. But we see in our day where wine has become something that men run after. You notice, men, God made us to be the head, but everything foolish. We are the ones who get deep into it. Wine confuses the mind. It's like when we're younger coming up and we want to check a girl, we just drink something strong. And when you put, I don't know, it seems like you get more words or something, such a you get more lyrics. And it never changes. It still goes on today. It seems like what wine does is give you a level of boldness. That you have more approach to approach the person you want to talk to. And what we do, we mingle in wine and we use strong drinks to encourage us and to boost ourselves to do the things we want to do. But Isaiah 5 verse 11 said, woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. If you pass on the street so many times, so many drunkards. Especially we are coming up now to the Christmas season. And many of us, even as children of God, we are worrying right now, we are fretting because we don't know where the money is coming from. We don't see where the money is coming from so that we can dress up our house and do all kind of foolishness. Many of us, we think so much about the wine and all that, and if we don't have the money to buy it, we fret ourselves sick, even though we are children of God. Verse 12 said, and the harp and the viol, the tabret and pipes and wine are in their feasts, but they regard not the work of the Lord, neither consider his operation. When wine enters into each and every one of us, it confuses the mind if we overdrink. And then we cannot and will not attain to the things of God. You never see a drunk around this one. And you can't tell about God and accept Christ. He must become sober. For us to accept Jesus Christ, we have to be sober. The word of God in verse 22 of Isaiah 5 said, woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward, and take it away the righteousness of the righteous from him. That's why the word of God also says it is not for kings or princes to drink wine, lest they drink and forget the law. If we want to maintain our salvation, we have to be sober. The word of God says they that are drunken in the night, and they that sleep in the night. But we which are of the day ought to be sober. Drunken man can't worship God. Drunkenness cannot accept the things of God. In Habakkuk 2 verse 15 said, woe unto them that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle in and maketh him drunk, and also that thou may lookest upon his nakedness. Many that go on in Jamaica, don't it? Better agree. But they say they spike the drink. You want to get a girl and she play hard. You get one pill and when she now look at it in the drink. And because when she drink that now she get confused and she have to do what she don't want to do. These things are happening in our society. Proverbs 31 verse 3 said, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy way to that which destroyed kings. It is not for kings, oh Laman, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. He said, give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of a heavy heart. For the child of God, it's not wine that will help us when we have a heavy heart. David said, oh, why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? He said, hope thou in God. Our salvation, church, is in God. When we feel discouraged, call upon God. When we feel disappointed, when it feels like all hope is gone, we have a Savior.
Amen.
One songman put in song, he said, we have an anchor that keeps the soul steadfast and sure while the billows roll. It's fastened to the rock that cannot move. It's fastened firm and deep in the Savior's love. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 7 says, blessed art thou, O land, when thy king the sons of noble, and thy princes eat in due season for strength and not for drunkenness. Be not with wine bibbers, for wine take away the truth and inspire the passion of lust and lead the eye into error. For the spirit of fornication that wine is a mix to give. When you mix wine and fornication, bridge, no sense in it. No sense. I was looking at watching a radio program here. And this woman came to the prophet because she was having some problem. And when the man of God said, "Who is the father of your son?"